A blind knight that uses echolocation, viewing the dark, treacherous world through sound. Trapped in a dungeon keep, endangered by combatants, where hazards lurk around every corner. Make sound to have vision, or don't and be stealthy. Avoid impaling threats throughout the dungeon to escape. Engage with other prisoners.
Rogue Knight I've been hearing about. Could you find the key and unlock myself?
Free them to fight back with more allies.
Let's take this guy.
The dungeon labyrinth has many paths and even more traps. Struggle through the darkness to find your freedom.
When Alex became a god, he thought he would have no problems at all. Until... He landed in the divine dimension and was tasked with protecting the entire multiverse.
Am I connected to every single Alex Ambrose that ever existed?
Alex could travel across dimensions, defying the laws of time and space, to help other Alexes throughout the multiverse. But then everything changed.
No! Aw!
I have to go back and save them.
But if Alex went back to the mortal world, he would relinquish all of his power and his memories.
I don't have a choice. I must go back.
When Alex returned back to Earth, he goes back to being your average business tycoon millionaire, unaware that the people he cared most about are in danger.
Someone help me!
Yvonne, what happened?
I was attacked by a monster. Alex? What's going on? Get away from him! He is my boyfriend!
Who attacked Yvonne in the forest? What will Debbie do next? Who will Alex choose between the two women? Will Alex ever remember who he was before traveling into a different multiverse? To hear what happens next and whether Alex can stop the deranged monster before he strikes again, listen to the original audio drama, Insta Millionaire Returns, only on Pocket FM. Download the app now and find out.
Presentation.
It is the seasonal night of thrills and spills, back for the second time here at iRacing Super Speedway. Originally scheduled for the Great High Bank Slinger, there's no bigger banks than what we got here in the fake Super Speedway, iRacing Super Speedway. Gonna be a blast here tonight for a number of reasons, but it's the Venom Night of All-Stars, of course, here on Turn 200 for the fourth time, I do believe. And very excited to get some Super Speedway racing action in here tonight. My name is Tommy Cook. I guess I've got this one solo because Matt Williamson he didn't show up today and didn't call in. Not really sure what's going on with Matt.
Yeah, you got me, Tommy?
What are you doing?
I'm out here racing, baby.
Oh my gosh. I told you Tuesday nights we're supposed to broadcast. What are you doing out there on the track?
Well, I got some funds from the Jack's Pizza Company and pulled together some of our funds from Turn 200. I got myself a truck for tonight.
Oh my gosh. Well, if there was any place that you were going to race with these Venom boys, I would put money on you here at iRacing Super Speedway. A lauded racer on the big tracks. So let's be up front. You were going to race this if it was at Slinger like it was supposed to be. A call came in last week to change it to iRacing Super Speedway, and that only helped your situation, I would say.
It certainly greatly increased my chances of getting into the actual race, that's for sure. If it was at Slinger, I probably would have been riding around the back in 20-something place, but I feel pretty good about iRacing Super Speedway. We're going to give it our best shot.
And he'll show up all night on our pylons and cryons and such as me. He has to race on my account. I have to broadcast off of his account, which takes precedent over anything. So that's why it says Cook. It's not Cook. It's Williamson. And Williamson goes to 7th on the timing charts. There are a couple of special guests in the field here tonight, including, this is not Nathan Reynolds. This is his 6-year-old son, Bentley. 6 years old. You heard that correctly. He is going to try and race tonight. And, looking at it in practice, he's actually been doing a pretty good job, I have to say. He's been given pushes and good pushes at that. So I don't think he's one of the people you have to be worried about here tonight. Matt, are you one of the people that these drivers should be worried about for their own safety?
I'm hoping not, but I guess we'll see. And Bentley just absolutely stomped me in qualifying here, so I think he's somebody I'm gonna have to worry about to be beating me to get into the feature.
Oh Lord, well that's incredible. Mark Dillon Jr. just went to the top of the board. Cole Maxwell is on the track as well, but now slowing down. So the way this works, I think we've got just shy of 20 people. There are 31 people in the session, but most of those drivers are already locked into the show itself. So we'll have 3 segments here in the All-Star Open, which is what we're about to start right now. We'll have 2 8-lap runs with the winner of each advancing on, and then we'll have a 3-lap run to close it out. So that will lock in 3 people, and the final starting spot here tonight for the All-Star race itself will go to the driver who has won the driver vote-in. So we'll see who that is. Very excited to see who is going to advance their way in, though, to the iRacing Super Speedway Part 2 All-Star Race. It's the All-Star Open. So, with that in mind, let's take a look at today's starting grid for the All-Star Open, and I'll try and point out as often as I can who is actually in this race, because there will be some drivers that are not mixed in. But certainly, most of the drivers that qualified are in the show, or in the Open, excuse me. Mark Dillon Jr. with the top time. Austin Holyfield, his teammate, will line up to his outside. Rob Williams, great qualifying run for him. He'll line up in 3rd with Oz Kanar, who is back with the Venom Truck Series, just announced yesterday. So welcome back, Oz Kanar, and good qualifying run for the now newly numbered 77 truck. Bentley Reynolds, the 6-year-old, is starting in 5th. Cole Maxwell will line up to his outside. RJ Starcevic will start in front of his Team 200 boss. Eric Breeding will start to RJ's outside. There is Matt Williamson starting in 9th. Josh Jackson will round out your top 10 starters. The 11th place starting position, and that is for Jordan Jorno. Gary Clark will start in 12th. Paul Sargent, 13th. Joshua Motacek will line up in 14th. Luke Peterson, Corey Rutherford, 15th and 16th. Pascal Samard, Tyler Berger, 17th and 18th. Combing back through the rest of the starting lineup, looking for drivers that are not locked in, and I actually don't see any. So I think that should be it. 18 drivers, because everybody else I see on the timing chart I know is locked in. I hear cars getting in gear. So Matt is our in-race reporter here today. We'll give you the weather conditions here momentarily, but then Matt could tell you what the feel is out on the track. It is 73 degrees ambient temp. That's 103, though, with a clear sky. 103-degree track temperature. This is not the first time we've seen this low downforce super speedway package in action, but the speeds here, since it's a fictional track, they can be a lot higher. They are a lot higher. Matt, how is the track feeling out there?
Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, the thing that you have to worry about here, or most drivers have to worry about, is corner entry. You got that huge bump or hump or hill down into turns 1 and 3, whatever you want to call it. It's a little treacherous, but here in the truck tonight, it actually feels really loose on corner exit. I think we're actually going to have more incidents potentially from corner exit than we are entry, because it gets really loose sometimes and just wiggles you all over the racetrack. And if we're 2, 3, 4, maybe even 5 wide at some point, we can run into each other pretty easily on exit here, and that could cause some chaos.
To point out as well, damage is off for the All-Star Open, so don't even have to worry about fast repairs because these drivers are going to take damage and it will immediately get repaired. 8 laps for the first 2 stints and a 3-lap closer is what we've got on tap. Mark Dillon Jr. is here for the first time since Daytona, the season opener. He likes these super speedways. He's awfully fast on them. So the rest of the Pony Express gang, they got a couple of drivers into the show a couple of seasons ago. Last time we were here at iRacing Super Speedway for the All-Star race. Hello to Brennan Touchstone, Bailey Marie, and John Kay in the chat. Matt Schlosser and Stickers McQueen as well. The All-Star Open. 3 drivers will lock in through 3 segments. Green flag. Oh, and there's already one in the wall, and they're crashing behind Matt Williamson. There are no cautions in the open. We're going to stay green. If we find a moment, we'll go back and take a look at what happened there to start, because that was ugly. Bowling shoe ugly. Oh, and there's the bump. Everybody feels it. RJ gets back into line. Rob Williams is second in line, trying to push Mark Dillon Jr. On the top side, it's Bentley Reynolds. Lap number 1 is going to go. Oh, boy, it's tight at the line. I think it went to Mark Dillon Jr., but not by much. Reynolds still going here on the top. Whoa, and there's one loose, and around it's RJ. RJ tagged, I think, Oz Kanar. Yep, that is the 77 of Kanar that has gone around. So that leaves us with, I think, just 8 drivers here in this lead pack now. Oh, no! There goes Paul Sargent around with a helping hand from the 50 of Rutherford.
And Bentley got onto the apron just a little bit there, and I think maybe scared Paul.
Oh, boy! Oh, my gosh! Cole Maxwell upside down. Well, the herd is thinning rather quickly. There are now 4 in touch, really the top 3, and Matt's going to have to pedal it. He might bring Bentley along as well. But the top 3 are hooked up right now. Mark Dillon Jr., Rob Williams, Corey Rutherford.
Yeah, I think once I catch up to Corey, I think Bentley will be able to latch onto us potentially, but he's about a second back right now.
So again, and I don't have the laps completed. I have laps to go. So I think, what lap are you on right now?
We're coming to 4 right now.
Okay, so we're almost halfway through. 4 on the board. And look at this, working the top side. Corey Rutherford with help from Matt Williamson. Oh, Williams up the track nearly into the side of the 50. Oh, and he's loose! He's coming up! He keeps it out of Matt. I don't know how. What a save.
Boy, he did me a favor there. He cranked that wheel all the way to the inside to stay out of me.
And didn't even have to. And then there were... Uh-oh. Oh, no. Okay, I think we're back. That was scary. The PC just locked up for a solid nearly half a lap. But we're good.
And Bentley is here in the show now after all the calamities, so it's 4 trucks yet again.
So the pole sitter is back 2 spots as Matt and Corey are working. They've got Pascal Simard ahead. So we're halfway through. Corey's going to try and stay up top as long as possible, get a slipstream. That's going to leave Matt alone here on the bottom. The top way is a hard place to pass, but Mark Dillon Jr. gets it done.
I had a couple of close calls with drivers trying to get that hardcore slipstream and then leaving me to pack into the back of a lap car in practice, and I did not want to be put in that situation again.
These are the 2 true wild cards here of the All-Star race working together. Bentley pushing Matt. Matt is clear. Bentley is not.
I'm going to work with him.
Why not? He's done pretty good thus far. He's survived. And we'll take a look at replays here while we're under caution, because that will be coming up here in 3 laps, 2.5, I guess. Bentley trying to give good help here on the top.
The other thing that some folks might not know is it's the hands on the wheel of Bentley, but it's the feet on the pedals of Nathan. So in proxy, I'm working with Nathan a little bit here as well and running one of his paints, so that's fitting.
He's here in spirits. I guess he's here in throttle, and it's working right now. Matt is clear once again. Bentley going to go down. Wow. That was tight, but it works. Corey and Mark now going to swing to the top side.
Wow.
Mark with a huge push now to the 50. They take it right back. What lap are we on?
White flag here.
All right, this is the bell lap. Matt goes back up top, looking for help. Whoa, Corey! Gets around! Bentley makes it through! Bentley's the only one! Mark and Matt get it going. Corey is back up running as well. I think, though, nobody's close enough. Bentley Reynolds has just qualified for the Venom Truck Series All-Star race at the age of 6 years old. I know you're disappointed, but that was incredible on the final lap. Where do we even begin?
I don't even know what happened there, honestly. Somebody got down loose on the bottom side and just wiped us all out.
Yeah, so Corey...
I made pretty hard contact with Bentley, too, but he was able to keep it straight.
Yes, you did, certainly. That's Corey in the 50 with help from Mark Dillon. Corey just hits that bump, moves up the track a little bit, and the 34 can't really do anything. It's not a great angle. We'll back it up here. So there's Corey loose. He's trying to hang on to it, does his best off the front bumper of Williamson. Goes up and tags Mark Dillon. Dillon going to move down the track. And Bentley just glancing blow right off the 199. Keeps on going. There's Mark Dillon Jr. He keeps having wild rides here at iRacing Super Speedway. It's not the wildest, but wow.
That was a race.
It certainly was.
There was a lot that happened there.
All right, so let's get on the replay train here. We got to go way, way back and see what happened here on the initial start of the race. So this is the initial starts. There's already contact of 7 getting moved up the track by Gary Clark. Let's see if we can get the chopper on site of this. Okay, so the top line checks up just a bit, and actually Gary doesn't make any contact with Josh. It looks like he just spun his tires as the chopper just killed multiple people in the grandstands with that maneuver. Yeah, this just looks like spun tires here for the 7 truck. There's Clark. Motocheck is in there. Pascal Simard, Jordan Journeau. So there's one incident. We'll come all the way down now to Cole Maxwell, and this that's again literally off the hood and windshield of Bentley. He survived that one as well. What a ride for Cole. Keep scrolling. Oh, I think those are all the major ones. We did have one more that took out RJ Starcevic, but it didn't pop up for some reason. So, yeah, Bentley Reynolds. I think we can have a word potentially with your segment 1 winner. Is Bentley here with us?
It's his dad, but I'm going to get him.
Okay. I mean,
oh man.
Well, thanks
Come
for
here,
the
buddy.
throttle work there, giving me a tip for a little while.
I kept trying to get him to follow your tape. Here, I kept teaching him the tape on the spoiler. Just line it up with the windshield. Here, Bentley, they want to interview you. I can't talk. The announcers.
this is the craziest thing we've ever done.
Hey.
Hello? Good job. How did you learn how to do that so fast?
I don't know, just practicing.
Yeah, how much have you been practicing?
Like, about 5 times.
5 times? Dang. I don't know. Matt, do you have anything you want to say since you got so much help from Bentley there?
Yeah, I want to say thank you. I'm the 199 that you were pushing there for quite a while, and you held a good wheel, buddy. I appreciated the help, but good job on the win there.
Yeah.
Is there anybody you want to say hi to or say thank you to?
I don't know.
You don't know? Okay, well, why don't you give your dad a big thank you and a big hug for me, because I know he's really proud of you. So you did a good job here tonight. Are you planning on racing the big race later?
I don't know.
Oh well.
What are you asking him?
All I said is he going to make the big race tonight?
I don't know. Same thing he did. It's a school night and it's bedtime, and I think this celebration here is. I don't want it to get followed by a low if he gets taken out. We'll see. I don't know. That's a question for Mommy. I could probably give her the headset.
There you go. Well, good job to both of you here tonight. Congrats, and hopefully we'll see a bit more of the dynamic duo in the future.
Oh, sounds good. Yeah, we'll see about it. Thank you, guys.
Yep, that is awesome. Okay.
What a wild night.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so that's going to re-rack us here. It'll be Gary Clark and Luke Peterson now on the front row. Just interviewed a 6-year-old race winner on the channel. That's crazy. Tyler Berger and Rob Williams will be on row 2. Matt Williamson and Austin Holyfield on the 3rd row. Josh Jackson and Mark Dillon Jr. back on row 4. Eric Breeding and Jordan Journeau will round out the top 10. This is another 8-lapper. We'll send another one to the main after this. Are you playing this one any different now? That's we've got one in the books. Oh, he's gone full mute. Never mind. Well, we'll never know. think Matt is in focus mode here as we are
Well-
coming back to the green. Oh, he's back.
I was I had to get a little information from the race admins here. This is now going to be a 6-lap race, not an 8-lap race, due to how many caution laps we just ran.
Oh, boy. All right. 6 laps. We're 3 wide for second. That's Williams on the bottom, Clark in the middle, and Burgert fading up top. But Matt Williamson making the moves here on the top side. Pushing Garrett Clark to the front. Clark moves down in front of Luke Peterson. Peterson is tightly packed there in the middle with Williams behind and Clark in front. Big run here coming from the top side with Burgert leading the charge. Oh boy, nearly 4 wide there. Oh, they are 4 wide, bumping and banging. Williams and Williamson, they hang on to it. They're 5 wide. No! Oh, no! There they go. Oh, man.
We were leaning on each other the whole time and hung
Yes.
on to it for so long.
Yes, indeed. Well, they're still going at it here up front. Who's to say that the wrecking is over? Oh, and there they go. There's Burgert. Oh, my God. Ouch. I can't even find him. He disappeared into the ether. Packed up here. 3 deep on the bottom, 2 on the top. And a pack of 9 at the front of the field. As Paul Sargent going to dip out of line. You'll have to help me with the laps again.
I believe we're going to be taking wide on lap 19.
Okay, well, I'm on laps to go. And I don't know how many laps we actually have in the race.
We are on 15 currently.
Okay, so 4 to go. 5 to go. 4 to go? Who knows?
Should be 5. Well, it'll be 4 coming up.
So 4 at the line. Peterson and Dillon leading. Now here's a huge run once again from Corey Rutherford on the top side with help from Jordan Journeau. Journeau and Rutherford both clear. Luke Peterson and Corey Rutherford. But now Motocek is clear to make a move if he wants, as he's the one pushing the 38 truck. Oh, Sargent up into the side of the 50 as the top line begins to fade. Paul jumping back out of line here, and now he'll lead the outside, or at least try. As Oz Kinar now pushing the 60 truck. Yeah, John Kay saying that Journeau's running a John Kay throwback. I think somebody else ran that paint scheme first, but sure, we'll go with
I just
that.
lied. I think that was 2 to go last time around.
Okay,
So we're 2 to go here. Should be white flag next time.
Man, so much shuffling. About the only people that are locked in place right now are Luke Peterson and Oz Kinar. They're on the bottom. Everybody else has swapped lanes. Rutherford's gone from the top to the bottom. And here's Kinar. He's found his way underneath. Luke Peterson is hung out. Going backwards in the middle of 3 wide. Kinar leads it at the line.
That is white flag.
So the final lap here of the middle segment. Oz Kinar with the lead right now. Rutherford in second. Here's a big run from Jordan Journeau. Kinar up to block. Moves the 84 nearly up to the wall, but then comes back down. Gets the help once more. Journeau is not clear. He's going to come up into the pack. They're all wrecking. Everybody just crashed. Maxwell had a way through, but he continues to crash. Who is going to make it through? Motocek is going about 70 miles an hour. I think it's going to be Josh Motocek. Motocek takes stage 2. Unbelievable. What an absolute disaster of a finish to the second stage. Oh my God. Well, we know where that one started. We were watching it all the way through, but we got to go back and watch again. That was insane. But Motocek's into the race. It's already in progress here. Let's back it up. We'll go take a look at the initial one with Williams and Williamson as well. Journeau here on the top side is going to try and get down and get clear on the 77. He's not quite going to make it. As soon as he does this, he will come and take out everybody behind that gray truck on the bottom. I guess including that gray truck on the bottom. Motocek takes it up the middle in front of them, 3 wide. As those 3 survive the crash, but they don't survive that one. That's Sargent. Don't tell me that's a Motocek. That's, oh my God, he did a full 3, almost a 720 in the air, and then got beach ball volleyed by Cole Maxwell up into the catch fence again. That's the guy who's going to win this. I guess give Cole Maxwell the assist? I don't know. So then how does Maxwell not win this? Oh, I think downshifts, kicks the rear end out from underneath of him. And we'll play at full speed from here. As Maxwell's pointed the wrong direction. There goes Motocek, who had just done 15 revolutions in the sky. But despite the irreparable trauma to the body, Motocek is going to race in the All-Star race tonight. Goodness gracious. All right, so we'll back this up once more for the first big crash here.
Yeah, and I think it was Gary got loose in front of me, and I tried to go underneath of him, and he ended up coming back down. I thought he was going to drift up and came back down the racetrack. That's kind of what put us in that position.
So Gary moves up off the bottom after trying to cover off Luke Peterson. Gary moves way up the track there. One bump from Williamson to Williams, and then those two just keep wiggling into one another. Huge run there from somebody trying to pass on the apron, and that's what sets it off. Let's back up and see who that is that tries to make something out of nothing there on the bottom. And I think it's Austin Holyfield. Gets a huge run, but is down on the apron. Wiggles up the track, takes out Williams, takes out Williamson. Oh, Eric Breeding with a massive hit into the inside wall as well. So now, goodness gracious. Well, you know what? We could pull in Josh Motocek, actually. We'll just move him real quick to the waiting room. Are we on the 1 to green right now?
No, we're 2 to green here.
Why did he not go? I can't move him to the... Why do I not have moving permissions? I can move anybody except for the drivers in the Pony Express channel. Okay, so if you're listening, Josh, come on to the waiting room and I'll get you an interview here. That's weird. Well, assessing the damage here, it should be a 3-lap run to the checkers, and our friend Matt Williamson looks like he's going to be restarting back in 14th. Not impossible here.
No, not impossible. I've had a couple of really disappointing sprint races here, though. Especially the first one being there in the last 4, and then getting wiped out at, coming out of 2 on the last lap was pretty rough. And I thought we were fine. I didn't even realize somebody had tried to go on the apron, and that's what took us out, because I thought we had it all corralled. So that makes sense that an outside force came and blew it to bits. But yeah, I don't know. This is going to be tough. We're buried deep, and it's only going to be 3 laps to do it. So I think we're going to see lots of smoke in our windshield, and hopefully we'll make it through.
Madison Bowen in the chat says, big yikes. Would you agree?
Yes, big yikes indeed.
Well, looks like we're not getting a motor check appearance. But what we are getting is a big, crazy run to the checkers here. Jorno and Dillon on the front row. Maxwell and Kanar on row 2. Jackson Holyfield row 3. Berger Clark row 4. Peterson Rutherford row 5. Sergeant Williams row 6. Breeding and Williamson on row 7. And RJ Starcevic, I think, is a lap down. Didn't elect to take a wave around, I guess.
He lagged out, and I'm not sure he came back or not.
Okay.
He got a packet loss during this caution.
But Pascal Samard, I guess, is going to round out this field of 15. Going for the last race-in spot. Remember, there is a vote-in spot. Unfortunately, Matt Williamson was not on the ballots. We encouraged write-ins, but we'll see what the results are.
I have a feeling I may have only gotten one.
That's not suspicious.
And I wonder who that could be.
All right, Jorno leading. This is the final 3 laps of the All-Star Open.
Boy, we are stacked up on the outside.
Couple of drivers electing to fan out here. Already some bumping and banging at the front. As Oz Kanar is muscling his way through here with a huge run. Kanar shot out of a cannon. Jorno leading. Oh, Jackson up the track. Just a skosh. This is tense. 2 to go. 6 miles of racing left. Top line is moving. Oh, a spin! Right in front of the field, it's Jorno! Williamson made it through, I think. Oh, there's more wrecking.
Paul and I really got to get on it, otherwise we're going to lose these guys.
All right, top 5 have made it through. It's Jackson, Peterson, Dillon, Sargent, and Williamson. That was a massive crash. Coming to the white flag. I see that gap closing. These two will have a big run. Josh Jackson leading him at the line. This is the final lap of the All-Star Open. Sargent with a look now to the outside. Peterson goes with him. Sargent up the middle. What a move! Paul Sargent to the lead. Williamson to the bottom. Peterson with help from Mark Dillon on the top side. Big bumps here from Jackson up to Williamson. Williamson looking for help. They touch. 3 wide at the line. No, it's Peterson. Luke Peterson's in the show. Everybody had a momentum there at different points in the final lap, but Luke Peterson is in the show. What a crazy final lap.
So I now have word who has made it in the fan vote.
Okay, the fan vote has gone too.
So Bentley is not going to be racing the feature.
Okay.
So Corey Rutherford and Cole Maxwell have made it in by the vote.
All right. So those are the final two entrants with Bentley drop it out. Let's watch this final lap here at full speed. You guys got a huge run up the middle here.
Yeah, it was a great run. Paul did the right thing. Went to the outside. Luke went too far up the racetrack. We shot the middle, and instead of going underneath the Paul, I probably should have stuck with him. It was too early to give up that momentum. That was a big mistake on my part. And, that was pretty much it for me. Unless everybody got together on the top side, I lost all momentum there, and it wasn't going to happen. So, that was a big mistake for me, but Luke on the outside, they had the momentum. Josh really pushed me out front on the bottom and then tried to get to the top. I tried to cover him off, but kind of came together there.
Yeah, kind of miss. But that was an exciting conclusion here. And Luke Peterson, who I'm shocked isn't in the All-Star race anyway, is now in the show officially. So that should about wrap things up here for the All-Star Open. I guess we'll go ahead and take a look at the final results here, although the stage winners are going to be all over the place here. So Peterson is in the show. Paul Sargent will finish in second. Mark Dillon Jr. in third. Josh Jackson fourth. Matt Williamson in fifth. Eric Breeding, Corey Rutherford, who is in with the fan vote, in seventh. Jordan Journeau, Gary Clark, and Rob Williams, your top 10. Austin Hollingfield, 11th. Tyler Berger, 12th. Cole Maxwell is also in with the fan vote in 13th since Bentley dropped out. 14th, Oz Kanar. 15th, Pascal Simard. 16th for Joshua Motocek, who is also in the show. He earned his way in. RJ will finish in 17th in Bentley. Your first stage winner back in P18. So with that, I suppose we will send it over to a little video presentation that I've got prepared and get things switched over to the All-Star race here in just a second. So, yeah,